Nevada Smith and the Temple of Arrays. For this AP Computer Science A style FRQ, I recommend you do the problem using the linked PDF. To jump ahead to the answers, check the timestamps. Archaeologist Nevada Smith is on an adventure in a mysterious temple. He is in a room with a floor that changes symbols on its tiles every minute. The floor is represented by a 2D array of strings, each representing a symbol on the tile. For the floor to be safe to cross, the following conditions must be met. 1. There must be at least one straight line of tiles from the left side of the floor to the right side where all the tiles in the line have the same symbol. 2. The floor must not contain either X or Y, which are danger symbols. 3. Not all symbols on the floor can be the same. Here, the sample floor is encoded as a 2D array of string. Here is the Temple of Arrays class with the 3 method bodies you will be writing. Part A. Write the line of identical method. This method takes an array of string objects as a parameter representing a row of tiles on the floor. Each string in the array represents a symbol on a tile. The method returns true if all the symbols in the array are the same. Otherwise, it returns false. Pause here and complete the problem. Part B. Write the isFloorSafe method. This method takes a 2D array of string objects, floor, where each string represents a symbol on a floor tile. The method returns true if the floor is safe based on the conditions below. Otherwise, it returns false. Pause here and complete the problem. Part C. Write the CanCrossFloor method. This method takes a 2D array of string objects, floor, representing the temple's floor, where each string represents a symbol on a tile. The method returns true if there is a safe path across the floor that meets both of the following conditions. 1. At least one row will return true when passed to the line of identical method. 2. The floor must be safe according to the isFloorSafe method. Complete the CanCrossFloor method below, which should utilize the line of identical and isFloorSafe methods you implemented in Part A and B. Pause here and complete the problem. Part A solution, line of identical. This for loop traverses the entire array of string. It compares each value in each index to the contents of index 0. Since we are comparing strings, we use the equals method. We are actually looking for an index that is not equal to index 0, but because there is no not equals method in the string class, we use the equals method and then reverse the value with the not symbol. As soon as we find a string that is different from index 0, we immediately return false. If we make it through the entire for loop without finding a string that doesn't match index 0, we return true because we've proved that the strings in the array are all identical. Part B solution, isFloorSafe. We start by storing the first value in the first row of the 2D array in the first symbol variable. Next, we set all symbols same to true because we will assume all the symbols are the same until we find evidence to the contrary. The outer for loop pulls each 1D array out of the 2D array. The inner for loop pulls out each individual symbol from a 1D array. We check if the symbol is either X or Y. If it is, the floor is unsafe, so we can immediately return false. Next, we check if the current symbol is not equal to the first symbol. If we find even one symbol that is not the same as the first, we've proven that all symbols are not the same. We can't immediately return true because even though we've proven that all the symbols aren't the same, we can't be sure that there isn't a danger symbol later on in the array. After we've traveled the entire 2D array, we will return true as long as all symbols the same is false. Part C solution, CanCrossFloor. First, we call the isFloorSafe method and pass it the pointer to a 2D array in the floor variable. If the method returns false, we know the floor is unsafe and we can immediately return false. If the method returns true, we can continue on and check if there's a path of identical symbols that Nevada Smith can use to cross the bridge. We know a 2D array is actually a 1D array with each compartment containing another 1D array. This for loop traverses the outer 1D array. Each time we go through the for loop, we pull out one of the inner 1D arrays and pass it to line of identical. If the method returns true, we have found a path and can immediately return true. If we finish the for loop and never found a row of identical symbols, then there is not a safe path and we return false. If you want to keep learning, click on the thumbnail for the next video. Otherwise, check out the full Java playlist. See you soon.